Hello friends, me Kevin from regency Vishwakarma Government Engineering College, Andhra. Here we are with us N.K. Patel, the General Manager of the Grand Regency Hotel. He is here with us to, we are having an interview with us to get us knowledge about hotel management and interview techniques. Okay. So Mr. Patel, tell us something that as a General Manager, what kind of qualities you need to be an interviewee possess?
So as a general manager, what I look at the interviewee is they should be having a dynamic personality, right? Because hotel industry is very fast changing industry, so you have to adjust your, match yourself with the changing needs of the market, right? They should be able to communicate fluently with the guests. They should be able to understand, they should be having an understanding power to understand the guests, what they want and what they would be able to deliver. Alright? They should be able to bring business in via different sources of the markets, and it's all about being energetic. You cannot just sit at one place and play your game in this industry.
Thank you. Then first, suppose one interview has entered that he cleared the interview and now he is under training under you. What kind of qualities he should possess then? What kind of tasks would you like him to perform?
Well, first of all, he should be punctual in his work. He should be able to plan his work and execute his work. Right. Third thing is he has to understand his responsibilities and his duties. If I assign him, for example, if I assign him some post of some manager or something, then he has to understand what does that manager do and how he has to do. He has to plan and execute by himself, right?
Okay.
And he should be aware of market scenarios nearby.
Okay. So suppose he has cleared this type of training also, he is possessing a lot more qualities as you expect, and now he is permanently your employee. And what kind of tasks you would like him to perform, and what kind of expectations you possess that he should perform?
Well, talking about my expectation, the things are, if I have hired him, right, like I told you in your earlier questions, all the qualities that I told you, he has to possess that.
Okay.
And that is what I expect him to work on that qualities, during his tenure with
to improve it.
Yeah, not to improve it, of course he will be improving all the time. What he may deteriorate, if he deteriorates, he will be kicked out. If he improves, then well and good, he will be promoted. Or maybe, there are more expectations linked to that person if the tasks are getting, done on a regular basis.
Okay. So, being in the hotel industry, what kind of future technologies are coming in market, and what kind of governments should be applicable in next 5 to 10 years?
Well, first of all, talking about government policies, right now in the recent budget, there is a compensation in electric duty, right? Instead of 25%, they will be charging only 15 to 10% near about, which will be very helpful for industry like hotel industry, or a big resort or something wherein it's lot of power goes in basically. Like there is a lot of consumption going around with the electric fittings or the kitchen fittings, So it does make a difference. Then later on, being a Gujarat government has passed, they are in a talk of making more changes to their luxury tax policies, right? So if all of those, if it comes together, it will help us a lot. And talking about technology, well, hotel industry has moved, a lot ahead from what it was before 12 years, speaking about 12 to 15 years. Now you have automated locks, your rooms, your locks, everything is connected to the software. The moment you check in, everything will be, accessible. The moment you check out, everything will be disabled right from the computer itself. Talking about kitchen equipment as well, lot of changes have been made. Dishwashers have been introduced, ice maker machines has been introduced. They are much efficient nowadays than what it was earlier. So yeah, it's always growing. It will always grow. Technology is never ending.
Yeah, you're right. But do you feel that the technologies you equipped in the hotel is worthy or maybe much better than working manually?
It is of a lot of help. Say for taking one example, if you eat in a restaurant, right, you place multiple orders at a time. So when a guest asks for a bill, it is difficult to compile all the KOTs and make a bill, add taxes, deduct discounts or whatever. There are 100% chances where a human can make an error,
Right.
at least in one of the two bills. So by introducing few softwares, this can be done in matter of times, right? So and there is no scope of miscalculation or anything.
Okay.
So this is a small example, where it helps.
Tell us something about the equipments you have made into your kitchen and they are helping in hygiene.
Well, talking about
As you know that the persons who are coming in your hotel that may be vegetarian or non-vegetarian and they have a strict conviction about their religion.
right, so we don't give non-veg first of all. It's all vegetarian hotel, so we don't have any special equipments for vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Just to give you one short example, we do use ice making machine, right? It is available in the market as well, but you don't know what water they are using to make and how hygienic it is.
Right.
But wherein our machine works on complete, RO water which is fit for drinking, right? So that equipment does help. Then second example is about dishwashing. Introducing dishwasher was a good idea because you don't have to rely on people who wash your dishes, and there are a lot of breakages when they are doing it manually. So multiple factors are there when you use technology in kitchen.
Right. So what are your upcoming strategies to grow your business?
Questions?
What are your upcoming strategies to plan your business? Are you going to make your branch in other cities or?
Yes, we are already multiplying now. We have opened a resort as of now, which is one of the biggest in Gujarat. And we will be branching out to other cities as well pretty soon.
For this kind of management, you need a much equipped skill and also a team that have a strict conviction that orders should be followed and should be followed on time. So, say something about your team and how they work. If some task is given to them, how would they perform that better? What are your expectations?
I don't have any expectations, but there's only one expectation, that is they have to follow SOPs. SOPs are in standard operating procedures we have for hotel and each department as well. So any task given to them, it is already listed in the SOPs and they have to follow it. Okay. And that is how it is being followed strictly. And upon non-following of the SOPs, we do issue them warning letters, and even though if there is no change, then probably we have to fire them. That is our
mandatory.
It's mandatory.
Now there is a best being a leader, being a team leader, you should know about what the requirements of your team. So being a leader, suppose you are not now a leader of your team, and there is a change of a leader. And so do you know that what kind of a leader your team wants and what kind of quality should he have?
Well, it's hard to assess if somebody else is higher than my place, because just a mere short interview doesn't make sense, or you cannot make up that person. But for sure, he should be having a good team leadership. He should be motivational by personality. He should be motivating others as well. He should be charismatic, energetic, more dynamic, like I told you, which is much more important. And yeah, he should be able to understand his staff, what they want, and how that can be achieved. Basically, so these are a few things what I expect from the upcoming leader.
To ask for about the right people or the right time. Right. Okay. Now, Mr. Patel, tell us something about the team strategy and hierarchy levels to manage this one.
Talking about hierarchy level, so GM, that's me. Under me there are several departmental heads. That is, we call it as HODs of different departments, right? So how it works is I have to get done certain work. So I don't go to the linesman and tell them. What I do is I just delegate the work to my managers. The things are getting done by them. They also have right to recruit their own staff, but generally they have to consult a higher manager, which is general manager once again, for any technical or revenue or salary regarding questions or similar to that. And then below managers, in certain departments we do have assistant managers as well. Like telling you about kitchen, we do have executive chef. Below that we have assistant chef as well, and then goes CDP, and then goes Komi 1, 2, 3. So it goes on and on. Like it's a huge hierarchy.
Huge hierarchy. Okay. On being in upper hierarchy, to whom you are answerable?
Well, actually, frankly telling, I'm answerable to my own self. So I take my own decisions.
Okay. So, Mr. Patel, tell us something about if your hotel is paying some contribution to society, and they are trying to, if your hotel is trying to be helpful any level to society.
Yes, we do have certain CSR activities going around. So before 2 months, we did organize Swachh Bharat Mission Abhiyan to Nyari Dam, which is one of the dams nearby to Rajkot. So what we did was we went early in the morning and we cleared all the grounds here and there on a nearby basis of the Nyari Dam. And that was strictly done by our staff only. Right, so and that was covered up by newspapers as well. So that was one of the activities, and then we do donate, certain food oils to Andhra, basically, which is right nearby us. So because I think they are in need, we should help them in one or the other way.
That's right. So it was getting very Patel with us, ladies and gentlemen. If you want some more motivational videos, you can subscribe on YouTube with our link, and tell me if you have some suggestions and any objections. You can make me a call about that. You can log on to our mail to ktotal@gmail.com.